So we saw in the toddler room the provider with an intentional message. I see animals with different colors. And so in that message, rich words, see animals, different colors. And I appreciated the poster where she had labeled not only the picture of the animals, but the names labeled in home language and in English. And then she also had a color palette underneath with the words also labeled in home language and in English so that the children could really draw the connection between the animal and its color. So this lesson was packed with rich vocabulary, color words, animal words. In addition, to layer and support, she really has materials. So we talked about the importance of mapping language with something concrete. So in this case, she had props, little animals that the children could hold and name. And so as she's asking questions, the questions are based on, you can see what's interesting to them, the sounds that they're hearing, or maybe a favorite thing. And reading the book with the animals that have different colors, that really ties in the home language for the children. Like when she had mentioned the word rana when talking about the frog in the picture. So looking for those connections and drawing language for each other from home language, supporting that piece, and then drawing the connection to English. And I also loved that she didn't just stop at a word like the word white. So she was tying in what the children were seeing in the book to the animal, in particular, in the animal in the child's hand. So she was extending language. So she didn't just say white, the color white, but rather she said the white polar bear to build that concept. So and if you notice, she repeated the intentional message multiple times. So those children were really hearing it and engaged. And you could even see some of them calling out the word red. And so they were drawing connections in their own ways. And she was really responsive to their interest and then building and mapping that language. In the preschool room, again, lots of repetition. So hearing it, but also interacting with the words as they're learning more about the concept. So they're really drawing the connection between concepts and the written and spoken word. So again, it's prominently placed where children have access to it. That message is written in home languages of the children. And I would expect that the intentional message was introduced in home language along with the story or concepts at first. So the children are really rooted in what that concept and vocabulary is as they're learning it and then mapping it to English. So the concept of growing is really relatable for children, as every living thing, including them, has stages of growing. So it really opens a door to lots of conversations, lots of possibilities where vocabulary can be taught and expanded on. Now we're going to transition to an activity.